Hi and welcome back. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Amy, the Sunflower Spirit. My channel is about spirituality, spiritualism, the paranormal, the law of attraction, relationships, mental wellness, and general inspiration. So if you haven't subscribed, have a look at my other videos, and if you enjoy it, please do subscribe. I really appreciate all the likes, comments, views. I appreciate all the subscriptions. Thanks very much. So today I want to speak a little bit about the benefits of decluttering your home and your environment in general. So these things that I'm going to be discussing, they obviously apply to the work environment as well, but I'll be focusing more on the home environment itself. So I'll start off by saying that in the last few years, we've moved to a couple of different homes, and obviously I've accumulated a lot of junk. First of all, when I was a child, I was a hoarder, a proper hoarder. I didn't want to throw anything away. I didn't want to get rid of old toys, old clothes. I don't know if it maybe had something to do with the fact that I grew up in a poor household. So the little bit that I had, I wanted to hold on to. I'm not saying that I'm a materialistic person, but I am a Taurian. My star sign is Taurus, my zodiac sign. So we as Taurians find a certain stability in material things. But I have to add that over time, I've actually sort of distanced myself from the materialistic things, and I've just gotten rid of a whole bunch of stuff that I no longer needed in my life. And that's what I actually want to talk about. So, like I said, over the last few years, we've moved to a couple of different houses. And with each move, you just haul everything into the car, you haul everything into boxes, and you're actually just transporting junk. You just assume that you need all these items when actually you haven't had a proper look at them and you don't really know if you still need them or not. So you just take everything along with you without even checking what it actually is and how it's supposed to fit into your life. So if people ask me why decluttering is important, I answer them by saying that if you declutter, you actually make space for new things. You are actually telling the universe that you want to attract new things into your life. And you're making space for good, positive things because you're getting rid of old things and you want new things. It's like out with the old, in with the new. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you're supposed to get rid of things that you actually could still use or could still need. But by all means, a lot of the stuff in our homes we think we actually need, but when we look at it from another perspective, we realize that it's actually just taking up a whole lot of space. So basically, I want to say that if you make a conscious decision to start decluttering your home environment, don't start thinking big, okay? Because you will become overwhelmed. I mean, I've seen these reality shows where people's houses are piled with junk right up to the roof, and it's literally like they're drowning in clutter. And if your home is like that, then you're actually telling the universe that, my life is just a mess. I can't focus on anything. I can't be at peace in my home environment because I'm always surrounded by heavy energies. I don't feel free. I feel burdened. I feel weighed down. So when you do decide to start decluttering, just start on a small scale and start with one area of your life. So, like I said, if we're focusing on the home environment, then maybe you can start with, for instance, your wardrobe. Okay, and you don't need to chuck things in the bin. You can donate your old clothing to charities or my local grocery store. Well, actually, it's in the mall. One of my local grocery stores, actually has a donation bin where you can just dump old clothes into. Old shoes, anything that you're no longer using, like socks, handbags, any accessories, anything that you think someone could actually use. And because I'm working as a swimming instructor, I just always take my old costumes and I just dump them in there, my swimming costumes, bathing suits, for all the Americans out there watching. Um, I mean, obviously, if the clothes are still in quite a good condition, why not give them away to someone who really may be able to use it, someone who really doesn't have clothes? So, clothing is a big thing. I mean, how many of us have items in our wardrobe that we haven't worn for like years because we've lost weight or we've gained weight or our fashion sense has changed somehow? So, definitely the wardrobe is a big thing. And then another thing is what I found in my life that really gave me, or that really cluttered my life and made things a bit overwhelming for me, was paperwork and admin and files and documents. So, obviously, if you have debt that you're paying off, or you have clothing accounts or student loans, things like that, obviously those things are important. I mean, you should never get rid of documents that you may still need in the future. If you have a rental contract or rental agreement with your landlord, don't throw that in the bin, please. Definitely, if you have a file like I have with like your whole life in it, well, not your whole life. I mean, I have a separate file that basically has all my school things in from when I was like in grade naught upwards, right through to university. But I have another file with just life's things in it. And I realized how much junk I actually kept in that file, and it's literally things that are no longer needed. It was maybe something to do with debt that I'd already paid off. And I thought, well, there's no point in keeping it anymore. It's just a reminder of a period in my life when I was maybe in dire straits and, it's all paid off and it was years ago. Let's tear it up, let's have it recycled. But that's just one example. I mean, if you have like stacks of magazines that you're no longer reading, give them to your local library. Really, I promise you, it just gathers dust. Honestly, things like clothing, shoes, books. So, when it comes to books, I mean, I'm a book lover. I absolutely love reading. I don't like just giving books away. But throughout the lockdown period, I found that I needed some extra cash, and I had a lot of books, paperback novels that I was no longer reading. So I advertised on Facebook and I sold, I don't know, about 20 books within a few months. And I made some extra money with that, which was great. And the books that are still in my possession, I'm adamant on keeping. I don't want to lose them because they are just irreplaceable. But what I'm trying to say is that within a few short months, I want to say like from the beginning of the lockdown, I've learned really that decluttering your space is so important. It is crucial. And people really underestimate the power of decluttering. We as humans, we get so used to accumulating things over the years. And like I said, we find some comfort in objects. And eventually, we don't want to let go of these things. And a lot of it has sentimental value, but then the stuff that doesn't have sentimental value can go. I mean, if you've been gathering plastic knives and forks for some party that never happened, if you've been collecting magazines and you just don't know what the purpose of it is anymore, if you've been, like I said, if you don't have if you don't have space for your clothes in your wardrobe anymore, then it's a huge warning. I mean, how How are you ever going to get new stuff if there's no space for new stuff? You are literally telling the universe that you're not ready. Maybe you think that you can't afford new clothes or you can't afford new shoes, but who knows? If you declutter, maybe someone comes around and blesses you with that stunning pair of shoes that you've wanted, and they give it to you as a birthday gift. Or like what happened to me, my partner's mom bought me some t-shirts the other day, and I thought, wow, I mean, I love wearing dresses, and I don't own enough t-shirts. And I believe that it has something to do with the fact that I decluttered my wardrobe. Think what you will, call it what you will, but definitely decluttering is necessary. Thanks very much for watching, and please, in the comments, if you want, share with me your stories about decluttering, and maybe if you want to give some tips to other viewers, please do so. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll chat soon. Bye.